He started on the front row. All of a sudden now he's dropped back to the 8th position.
8th position, and he's got his hands full once again. What is Kyle saying about the race car? Let's find out.
We're not keep the race off, and the racetrack's been erected.
So of course Kyle and Kurt Busch have something to say about NASCAR today. But what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Bassallyear channel. We do have a fun little vlog segment today, so to speak. I'm heading up north from where I live here in Georgia. I'm heading up to Savannah for a little bit, gonna run around, do some shopping. We had an awesome time yesterday, and I've got something really cool to do that incorporates this hat right here. But yeah, if you didn't guess, these are the new hats that are out, the new Bassallyear hats. Do I want to start selling and pushing them? I don't know. It's really more of like a family and friend deal that I started doing them with. But I do want to start pushing a lot of these hats out to y'all, and decals and whatnot, so that is something I'm looking forward to. And I do want to have a couple Bassallyear shirts out as well, like the ones that I wear. Again, that's all in the future stuff, and we're working out all those details. Ah, yes, there's the logo we are looking for. Here. Oh, geez. Only God knows what these people are protesting today. Hopefully it's the kneeling of the National Football League. But regardless, I'm pulling up here. And yeah, we're about to see these boats. I guarantee you they're still out, because the prices on them is absolutely absurd. And it is ridiculous, the prices that they have them listed at. I don't think they will ever sell for the prices, and they are still out there. The Nitro is, so the Nitro and the only covered boat, the Ranger, the Comanche is out here, and the Procraft. They're all out here. And they even added a center console to a trade-in here. I'm gonna park next to my truck. Just happens to be stock. That's what my truck used to look like. Yeah, I remember those days, the stock life. Now it's still like that. But yeah, all the boats are still out here. It's windy as all get out outside. All these boats have been here for months though. Months, probably a year now, actually, close to a year. But I'm gonna walk up there, get in the store, we'll see you guys inside because it's windy as all hell out here. So this bag's 190 bucks. I wonder if it comes with a tackle box full of gold. And this is the OG bag, 50 bucks. I remember it was 40 bucks back in the day. So you can still buy that, best bag around. Well, god dang it, I do it every time I'm here. Never fails. You come in here for one item and end up leaving with 105 other things equaling quadruple million of value that you decided to walk in here spending on. So walk back to the truck now, back towards all the highly priced boats. No other stops, no gun shops, no pawn shops, no Walmarts, sports places, Dick's, Bass Pros, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, nothing like that. We will see you guys in the room, I promise. Here we go. Alright, see, that wasn't even that cool. Alright, so yes, good question. What the heck did I go all the way out there to talk about? I blobbered around for what seemed like 15 minutes. Alright, so we all know this guy right here. Well, most of us, I should say. It's kind of the other scheme of making this video. This is a $10 chest cam that I snagged off of Amazon because when I was in Germany, stationed over there right before I came back stateside, I refused to pay 30 bucks for the GoPro edition chest cam. And this thing has held up great. I'm using all typical name brand GoPro mounts on it and upgrade the little screw and everything, but you know, that's just all personal stuff. This particular, as you may be able to tell by the mount, is for the GoPro 4 Session. It is the small cube GoPro, and this is the first one they made. Now, there's a couple different things I like about it, one being it's small, you don't really notice it's on you, easy to use, got Wi-Fi, all that, so we'll do all that in a different video. But the microphone sucks, and it's in the front of the camera, so no matter where you face on that chassis, if the wind's in your face, it's over with. Basically, if you can feel the wind in your ears and you can feel like the wind blowing, it's 3 times worse on the camera. So we'll put that down, which is what I went out and bought some of this fur here. It cost me $2.99 for the dang package. It's essentially fake cat fur, a variety of uses, hunting calls, use it for camouflage, all sorts of different things. But it only cost me 3 bucks for a ton of it. And I cut some to put a new microphone muff here on my camera. So let me show you the camera that we're doing. It is the 4 Session, and as I used to have a little muff on here, and I decided to remake one and show you guys how I do that, being that it could help a lot of you GoPro 4 session users out. So yes, this fur is number one now. It has a little solid back on it. The second bit is some 3M or any real company of this double-sided tape, which I use for a variety of uses. But for this instance, we have to be careful with it and cut it with some awesome scissors. I have these kitchen scissors because I'm cheap and didn't buy new ones. So what we want to do essentially here is use our two products we bought to cover this mic, but so softly that A, we don't get around the lens, and B, we don't get on the microphone. So first things first, let's just cut off right down the middle of some fur, essentially just a small cube here. The other thing to keep in mind when doing this is you want to make sure the muff is not going to get caught up on the chest cam when it is in the fitted mount here. So now we have to cut out a really long skinny strip, cut it, and just push down. This isn't a permanent microphone muff. You're going to have to redo this probably about once every 2 months. So I don't want to hear all the negativity, dang it. Don't be bringing it in the comments. So eventually we end up with this cluster looking of 3 different shapes and sizes, but you know what, we built what we could and we're working with what we got. So now we can take our little piece that we cut out and we can put that right onto. So while pushing this down just to make sure the adhesive catches, we can come in and trim the back side with the hairs on and everything. So you're gonna have to trim all that junk off or it's gonna be hanging on the lens. If you see here, you can see this rubber seal around the outside. Basically, if you don't protrude past that, you should be all right, but we will get onto the GoPro app and check from here. Oh, that stupid hair though, man. It gets flipping everywhere. Look at this. It's absolutely everywhere. I cut maybe a 1-inch portion of that entire thing. That's what really sucks is I've maybe used, I don't know, that much, maybe a half total inch of the entire setup. So the first initial test will be like pretty much exactly how we talked about in the beginning of the video, is making sure it still fits the standard GoPro mount, which mine has no problem of, plenty of clearance, and it doesn't get in the way of that frame. So now what we're gonna go in and do is check the awesome GoPro app. So now go to the GoPro app of what this joker looks like. So you can see me filming right there, ooh. And it looks like, so I'm videotaping the videotape, so bam. So now I'm talking to the GoPro, but I'm really recording off of that camera. So wham, 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 wham. So you can see pretty much up there at the, it would be the top right. You can see there's no protrusion going on the mic, the muff there. So it came out good. Basically you want to clear that little foam seal along the edge. I've gone through a couple prototypes and I found this just to work the best. So this is a cool app, check that out if you haven't yet either. So now I'm just gonna roll some shots of the fishing trip out there on the boat. This is the first actual muff I ever made on this GoPro. Same thing, GoPro session on a chest cam. Some awesome sunset shots. Some really good fish caught as well. So if you guys enjoyed that, go ahead and watch the fishing section. We'll see you guys right back here at the end of the video just to kind of close it out. But if you don't, that's cool. Appreciate you guys tuning into this and I hope it helps you. But let's roll with some B-roll of this fishing trip.
Flipping territory.
Not a little.
You don't flip?
Mm-hmm.
No weight? Ain't a bad show.
Here's a fatty. It was right here. I flipped right to him. Bad one right there.
Oh, that's a good
Lip him! That's what I'm talking about.
His mouth was a lot bigger.
Well, in the day like that.
His mouth was a hell of a lot bigger.
Might go 4.
Snap into the plant again, Sean.
Hey, you want it on the other camera?
4-1.
4-1?
4-2.
Yeah, he didn't leave tomorrow either, man. I'll talk to him. Yep.
There we go. Water skiing, man.
They all got big mouths in this lake, though. Is that the crank?
Yeah.
Like, have you noticed that?
2.5.
Like, their mouths are actually pretty wide.
That one I just landed. He didn't look that big when I hooked into him. I didn't know he was that big till you and I both got the first look at him. I was like, dang, 4 pounder. First squarebill fish of the night. Again, so if you're pretty new to the channel, I mostly do bass fishing videos and get a lot more in depth. If you found yourself stumbling across this chest cam video, those are really just kind of the clips that you can expect to get out of A, the GoPro Session 4, and B, just having a chest cam, you know, mounted on your body when you're out there on the water. Usually I'll go more in depth on the boat, but that was more to test my first wind muff. We took the bass boat out to the local chain of lakes, fished that, was able to catch some good fish as you saw, but it was really, you could see there was a little bit of a disturbance on the far right of the camera while it was recording. You could kind of see a little bit of that wind muff. So what I did here this time is I double checked it and made some changes and fringed it up a little bit. Was able just to trim it, so now this is pretty good, and I'm hoping this one works as good as this last one did. The last one actually started to fall apart on me with it sitting out in the heat, you know, when your body, it's beaten down by the sun, started to peel away. Again, those are kind of the shots you can expect to get. The chest cam, I think, is the best mount to have for yourself out there on the water. I think it's a lot more comfortable than, say, a hat cam or a shoulder cam. And for being by yourself, especially some urban guys, even out there, I mean, really fishing anywhere. And it's good for snowboarding and, you know, action sports, shooting clays, whatever you're doing. The chest cam has a lot of versatile different options for using it. So hunting and fishing, this thing definitely comes in clutch. You're by yourself typically a lot on both of our sports, and I enjoy it a lot when I'm urban fishing, walking the banks of lakes, pond hopping, doing whatever I'm doing. I really enjoy just showing the daily struggle. You know, I like just getting out there and showing you guys the daily struggle. You know, sometimes this is an awesome just tool to have, showing you, you know, pretty much like a daily fishing vlog of every struggle it took to find fish and what I did to find them. Or when the really good fishing is on, you can only film yourself, this thing comes in clutch as well. So if you are new to the channel, would appreciate you hitting that subscribe button. I'm always finding cheap fishing deals. I practically, like, it's like a second hobby of mine to be on the internet finding the cheapest gear out there that can get away with testing, quality testing, everything. And I've had this chest mount for about a year now, and I pretty much film every day, if not every other day. So it's definitely been around, had its time, definitely had its time out on the water, and weather-wise, it's holding up pretty well. So for $9.99, you can't beat this. Again, hit that subscribe if you love finding these cheap fishing deals. And if we get this up to 100 likes, I'll go ahead and purchase one of these guys and give one of these chest cams away. So for you first-time viewers here, hit that thumbs up. We'll try to give one of these chest cams away. Until next video, guys, I hope you guys stay tuned. Hope you thumbs up this video. Let's get some stuff given away. You guys deserve it. Can't appreciate the support from all of you enough. Again, that is my chest cam setup. That is what you see pretty much in any daily fishing video or what goes on up on the channel. It is filmed on the GoPro Session 4. For its price, it's not bad. Personally, I'd like to upgrade to a better camera. I was hoping the new GoPro 6s weren't going to be 600 bucks like I figured they would be, and sure as heck they are. You can only see all the electronics, you know, surely climbing in price. I mean, the dang iPhone's like 1,500 bucks now, so things are getting pretty ridiculous. But make sure you guys stay tuned this week. Tons of content coming, some awesome bass fishing stuff, and obviously some vlog type setups as well. We'll see you guys right back here on the Bassallyear channel again. So until next video, tight lines, stay safe, get out there, catch some big ones, and we'll see you guys right back here. Again, thanks y'all.